Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for April 26, 2012. It is 7:04 a.m. We are a bit chilly out there with temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 30s over much of the New York City metropolitan area, especially north of the New York City metropolitan area, and upper 30s to mid 40s over Long Island down through the New Jersey coast and into the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Where temperatures are rather chilly, well, that's where we have some low clouds that will slowly burn away, and then the threat of showers will take hold for this afternoon. So let's take a look at exactly what's holding down these temperatures, especially in Connecticut. When we take a look at the visible satellite picture, you can see that there are these very faint clouds on the visible satellite picture. Now, the sun is not high enough in the atmosphere to really produce a great clear picture of this fog bank, but you could see that there are some signs of fog over portions of central and eastern Connecticut. That fog will lift off by this afternoon, well, really by 10 a.m. this morning, and will no longer inhibit travel conditions thereafter. But we're going to have to deal with this locally dense fog ranging anywhere from 2 to a half a mile in visibility. And unfortunately, it's going to remain in place again until 10 a.m. and then start to lift and no longer be an issue. On the visible, surface map this morning, you can see we have an area low pressure approaching the Ohio River Valley. We have a stationary front over northern Virginia and another warm front that cuts down through the Ohio Valley and into North Carolina. These frontal boundaries are producing several waves of precipitation. You can see that very nicely on the radar in just a moment. Here we are. Okay, now you can see with this radar, all the showers and thunderstorms are moving towards the coast of Virginia and North Carolina and remaining south of the Philadelphia metropolitan area. We do have a few scattered showers pushing into southern New Jersey and southern Pennsylvania, but the bulk of this precipitation is clearly moving to the south of the region and will remain so. And the reason why, well, we could see that on the water vapor satellite picture. And what we have here is that the trough, as I was discussing yesterday, is now shifted off of the east coast. And so what we're under is an influence from a wind, an upper level wind from the northwest. So as you can see with these winds right here, they're blowing from, well, west to east. And so that's how the convection is moving, west to east, which basically keeps most of the precipitation south of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. And in fact will produce pretty much a dry morning for most locations. However, as this low pressure system moves off the east coast and swings through the New Jersey coastal waters this afternoon and this evening, the threat of scattered showers will be present for this afternoon and evening. Nothing too heavy, but clearly a threat of rainfall for this afternoon and evening. And then we have another disturbance that will follow through later on tonight with a few more scattered showers. But then we start to clear out by tomorrow with improving conditions. We're going to be dealing with scattered cloud cover. Temperatures still relatively cool in the lower to mid 60s. And then another cold front moves through for this weekend, producing even cooler conditions and yet another threat for rainfall. Taking a look at the latest forecast guidance from the Penn State EWOL website. This is, of course, the European model guidance. You can see this evening, our trough is pretty much remaining over southeastern Canada, and as a result, will continue to be influenced by these disturbances. The disturbance from this morning will swing out through the New Jersey coastal waters with scattered showers. By tomorrow evening, that low pressure system just blows up over the Canadian Maritimes. Look for breezy conditions, especially as you move towards the New Jersey coast and over Long Island and Connecticut. Winds from the northwest will probably range anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour over much of the interior. However, as you move closer to New England and closer to the coast, those winds will likely pick up anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour with a little bit higher gusts because of the storm. And as you move towards New England, it'll be even more windy, ranging anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Of course, high pressure and control leads to dry conditions for the most part. And then we end up with another disturbance moving through Saturday night into Sunday with a few scattered showers once again. As you can see, our upper level low has really intensified and matured nicely into a true negative NAO type pattern with a ridge building over portions of Greenland. another ridge developing over the western portions of the Hudson Bay, and this upper level low with the cold air associated with it is going to sit and spin over portions of eastern Quebec and Newfoundland. So what that means for the northern Atlantic, aside from scattered showers Saturday night and Sunday, is that temperatures will be below normal this weekend, ranging anywhere between the lower to mid 50s. Not exactly the best weekend for outdoor activities, but again, it's not a complete washout, just a bit of a nuisance and certainly some cool conditions. Those cool conditions will end though by Monday. The reason why is that the upper level trough will start to shift off the east coast, and that means we start to have a ridge take hold over the eastern United States with dry conditions Monday, Tuesday, and most of Wednesday. Now, as we move forward in time, you can see that warmer air is starting to push north and east into the northern mid-Atlantic. And of course, with warmer air moving east, that means that we're going to have a threat for scattered showers on Wednesday. I don't expect any widespread rainfall out of this, but with a warm front moving through, you can't rule out a few scattered showers here and there. But the big news is that temperatures are going to be on a moderating trend starting on Monday, with temperatures on Monday in the lower to mid 60s. And then as we move forward in time for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and eventually into Friday and into next weekend, temperatures will push nicely into the upper 60s to mid 70s. By the end of next weekend, we'll have another cold front attempt to move through, but notice that this low pressure system is to the north of the region. And that means we'll be on the warm side of this low pressure system, and quite frankly, any cold air associated with this cold front is going to be locked up in Canada and really not have a major influence on the weather pattern. So it looks like we're going to continue to remain in a warm pattern once we get past this weekend, with some above normal temperatures and dry conditions. So we'll deal with this weekend, and then thereafter it gets pretty nice. That's your forecast for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.